Hi, second graders. We just heard about some addition strategies. Now it's time for some subtraction strategies. I can't wait to share these with you. So I'm going to share some strategies and some tricks, and hopefully this will help you when you work on subtracting problems. Here we go. The first subtracting strategy is the subtracting zero strategy. The number doesn't change because you didn't take anything away. For example, if you have 5 minus 0, the answer is still 5. Here's my number. I did not take anything away, so my number stays the same. Next, we have the draw a picture strategy. Draw how many you begin with and cross out how many you take away. If I had the problem 3 minus 2 equals 1, I could draw a picture of 3 things because that's the number I start with. I take away 2, so I'm going to cross out 2, and I am left with 1. This is called the part-whole strategy. If I have a number, for example 3, and I only knew one of my parts, I need to figure out what goes here. If I take the number that's on top in the whole section and subtract how many numbers are in one of the parts, I can get the answer to the other part. So 3 take away 2 is 1. So 3 minus 2 equals 1. Another strategy is called the doubles trick. This is a little trick that we use when thinking about our doubles facts. Let's think about the doubles fact 2 plus 2 equals 4. If I use the doubles trick and I know that 2 plus 2 equals 4, then I also know that 4 minus 2 equals 2. Another strategy is subtracting the same number. The answer is always going to be 0 because you took everything away. For example, if we have 5 minus 5, we start with 5, we take all 5 away, we end up with the answer of 0. So if you start with a number and you take that same number away, the answer is always going to be 0. The next strategy is one that you are familiar with. It's the counting back strategy. You can use a number line or you can use fingers to see where you end up. If I have the number 5 minus 2, I want to know what the answer is. So I can use my fingers. I can start with 5 and I can take 2 away and I can see what the number is going to be. It's 3. Another thing that you can do is you can use a number line. And you can start with the number 5 because that's the first number. And you can hop back 2 spaces, 1, 2. And again, I land on 3, and that is the same number that I just got with using my fingers. The next strategy is probably one of the second grade teachers' favorite subtracting strategies. We love this one, so I put a big smile. All right, so this is called the counting forward subtracting strategy. I put an example here. If we have 5 minus 3, instead of counting back, this time we're going to start at the smaller number and we are going to count up until we get to the bigger number. So I'm going to start counting at 3 and I'm going to stop counting when I get to 5. Let me show you. 3, I'm saying 3, 4, 5. I added 2 onto my number. So the answer is 2. Let me show you another one. Let's say I have 6 minus 2, and I want to use the counting up strategy. I'm going to start counting at 2. I'm going to say the number 2 with my voice. I'm going to count up until I get to 6. Ready? Here we go. Say the number 2 and stop counting when you get to 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. My answer is 4. We can use the counting forward strategy with multiple types of subtracting problems. Let's say I have 16 minus 12. I'm going to use the counting forward strategy to help me solve this problem more easily than I could counting backward. If I tried to solve this problem counting backward, it would take me a really long time. Think about that. Starting at 16 and going backward 12 spaces, I would be saying 15, 14, 13, 12, and so on and so on and so on. It would take me a really long time to count. So I want to try this counting forward strategy. I'm going to start by saying the smaller number, which is 12, and I'm going to stop when I get to 16. So say the number 12 and then count using your fingers and stop when you get to 16. Here we go. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. My answer is 4. Did you see how fast that was? We love the counting forward strategy, and I would love to see you trying this out on your own time. We'll do one more of these. What about 20 minus 17? Oh my goodness. Can you imagine how many hops it would take to count backwards 17 spaces? That would take us way too long. So we're going to start counting at 17, and we're going to count until we get to 20. Here we go. Get your fingers ready. 17, 18, 19, 20. My answer is 3. Did you see how fast I solved that subtracting problem? Wowie zowie, that was amazing. One last strategy that I want to go over with you for using subtraction is the friends of 10 trick. So think about the numbers that make 10. If we know that 9 plus 1 equals 10, then 10 minus 9 equals 1. Those are part of the same family. 9 plus 1 equals 10. If we know that, then we can figure out 10 minus 9 equals 1. We could also reverse these. If I know that 9 plus 1 equals 10, then 10 minus 1 equals 9. So that's a little tens trick for you. I hope these subtracting strategies will help you with your math. We will go over these again in small groups at some point, and this will help you be better mathematicians and do your subtraction really well. Thanks for listening. You guys did a great job. Bye.